Okay, folks, we're going to get started. I think some people are still filtering in, but that's okay. What I'm about to say is only the most important part of the webinar. No, I'm kidding. My name is Mike.
And I'm Raquel.
We are here today from Forever Cheese. I always am going to go through the spiel, even though I'm just guessing that probably if you signed up for the webinar, you know what Forever Cheese is. But let's do the rundown here. We're an importer of specialty cheeses and various accompaniments from Europe, mainly specializing in Italy, Spain, a little bit of Portugal in there, a little bit of Croatia, a little bit of Switzerland as well. And then in the last couple of years, we brought some other companies under our little family here, WA Imports, which is curator of East Asian condiments, specialties, as well as more recently Virginia Packing, which is a conversion facility, does a lot of slicing, does a lot of cool things that we're going to be able to do some of our products in other formats. Where are we today, Raquel?
Yes, welcome everyone. We are located in our studio in Secaucus, New Jersey. And here in the studio, we do webinars like the one today. We're doing like video, YouTube. We also have live training. So we use the studio for a lot of different education purpose. And today we are very happy and super excited to present this webinar of meat and
Great.
great.
And so, as you may have figured out, when we say meat, we're actually talking about meat like what you see in front of me. But you're also going to meet some really cool people from a new partner of ours, an awesome company called Texas Iberico. Most of today's presentation is going to be our friends at Texas Iberico, Sandra and Randy, who are going to tell the story of this really awesome product that we've all been snacking on all morning. And then, yeah, we'll wrap things up at the end. We'll go sort of talk about the context of where this fits into our cured meat portfolio. And of course, at the very end, we're going to leave time for questions. I really encourage you guys to prep questions, especially for Sandra and Randy as they come up, because they have graced us with their presence and presentation today. So if you have questions about these products, the Texas Iberico, please think of those, write them down, or send them in the chat, and we'll get to those at the end. But I don't want to talk too much because we have some amazing guests today.
Let's go into action. Sandra and Randy, welcome. Thank you so much for joining the webinar today. We're so excited that you're here.
Hi everyone. I'm Sandra Crawford. This is Randy Ragsdale. We're right here in Austin, Texas, and thank you so much for having us today. Thanks for the introduction. I know you mentioned importing from all over the world, and now that includes importing all the way from Texas. Which, of course, was its own country at one point as well. So we're so happy to be here today. Texas Iberico has been around since 2019, and we raise 100% Spanish Iberico pigs here in Texas. One of our co-founders, Ashley Martin, raises the herd for about 18 months. We've got about 1,000 pigs on 1,000 acres. So these pigs are running around outdoors for their entire lives, humanely raised, grazing all across the Texas Hill Country. And we're really proud to have them, really blessed to have them and able to take them and become this whole pig company, which is what we're on a mission to do. So today we are really focusing on our dry cured offerings. A little bit about those and what's special and unique to us. But we are a company that's focused on utilizing the entire animal. So I like to call it our snout to shelf project. And we get, I feel like we have the opportunity, like we're privileged to be able to purchase and partner with this rancher that we are allowed to have every single thing that they grow, which is really exciting. But with that, it's our responsibility to make the really coolest products that we can think of. So hopefully some of these items you will see today will pique your interest. And Randy, what else do we want to talk about?
Yeah, So just to expand on what Sandra was saying, my name again is Randy Ragsdale. I'm the Director of Marketing here at Texas Iberico. One thing that really sets our company apart is it's in our name, is the Iberico pork. If you're familiar with Iberico pork, a lot of people kind of think about it if they think about Spanish jamon. The sliced pork, this is a super high quality a heritage pig, and these pigs that we raise are 100% Iberico pork, as Sandra said, raised here in the Texas Hill Country. They are raised on a huge ranch. When a lot of people think about pigs and where pigs are raised, they think about farms. These are not farmed pigs. Our pigs are raised on a huge ranch called Trails End Ranch in Hext, Texas. Yes, it's a real place, Hext, Texas. And so each pig gets to roam around freely. They are outside for about 18 months, as Sandra mentioned earlier. That's 3 times longer than commercial pigs. And so these pigs are running around. In addition to premium feed, they eat prickly pear, yucca, mesquite beans, agave. And so you really get a fantastic Texas flavor. And because of that, you're not going to get this type of flavor anywhere else.
And acorns.
And
don't forget the acorns.
They definitely eat acorns. Acorns are a big part of Texas, and when those are available, they eat them. So just to tell you a little bit more about the ranch, it's beautiful property. These guys have access to an environment that is similar to where they've been thriving for 12,000 years in Spain and Portugal. And so on the ranch, as we mentioned before, they get to enjoy this fantastic diet. But what really makes these pigs amazing is that they're known as runners and rooters. They have long, slender legs, a long snout. And so because they are such active animals, they get this great intermuscular fat. And what that fat does is similar or akin to Wagyu beef. They really get this bold, rich flavor in every bite. And so you really see that thick marbling throughout every cut. And you'll also be able to see that in the products that we're going to feature for you today. So that's just a little bit about the pigs themselves, so that you kind of can understand where we're coming from, how we really honor the Spanish heritage of these pigs, but then how they are truly Texas owned. So as you can see, they have these beautiful floppy ears. And so they have these really cool long legs, big bodies. And so now that we've kind of went over that, we're going to go into the products themselves.
Some of the products, absolutely. So the hue of this meat, very, very deep and rich in color. And when we started into the dry cured meat portion of this business, the idea was not to copy Spain or try and be Spain. I'd like to think a lot about where the American wine industry has come, or of course artisan cheese in the United States. We are an American artisan company making American artisan products that are very inspired by Spain, and of course using this material that is really renowned in Spain. And so while there's some Spanish influence in our products, we're in Texas, so we got to do a little bit of Texas in there as well. This Mesa salami is something we're really proud of, and it's a fun item that I think is a great introduction product to a consumer. The thinking behind it was, in Italy, Genoa salami to me is very much like a table salami and everyday salami. And in Spain, they have salchichon, very similar, right? Your table everyday product. I started thinking about mesa. Mesa means table, and most of these traditional salamis use oregano. So we decided to also use oregano, but we used one in the mint verbena family called Mexican oregano that is used here in Texas quite a bit in Tex-Mex cooking. And it has a really nice floral note to it. It's very, very different than traditional Italian oregano, Mediterranean oregano that you might try. But for me, it's like a gateway salami into the Iberico journey for people, and we do like to match that. We've got some cards here today, and of course you can talk to your folks at Forever Cheese. We do have perfect pairings. I mean, if you're already carrying wonderful Forever Cheese products, then these salamis are a fantastic complement to a lot of those. Are we going to talk about chorizo next?
Yeah. So one of our most popular products is our chorizo. It's a fantastic, slightly spicy sausage, and a lot of people are familiar with chorizo, especially here in Texas, but also in Spain. And so our chorizo is it's kind of a larger round, super flavorful, excellent. You've got this wonderful sherry component with smoked paprika. We really love pairing this with fantastic Temprano wines, but it goes fantastic with the smoke and goat. You really get that rich creaminess from the cheese, and it pairs really well with kind of the smokiness of the chorizo. Definitely a fan favorite here at Texas Iberico, but then also anytime we sample it, definitely one of the first to go. Fantastic for charcuterie boards, but really great in sandwiches and on pizza.
And we're loving the feedback we're getting on matching something like the chorizo with the mesa, right? You have two products that complement each other on the shelf. So if somebody's wanting a little bit, something more bold, and then or traditional, right? Most people know the term chorizo if they're looking for a Spanish item. And then the mesa salami complements that very, very well. If they want to kick up the spice level even more, we have our smoked serrano pepper salami. Again, this is a little nod to Texas and Spain at the same time. All of these salamis, by the way, of course, they're 100% Iberico pork. We don't mix anything in. And this is using a smoked serrano pepper, which is actually native to the mountains in Mexico, but it's used here in Texas quite a bit. I love this product.
It's one of my favorites. And you'll also notice that several of the products we're going to feature are either Good Food Award winners or Good Food Award finalists. So you don't have to take our word for it that it's fantastic and delicious. It's award winning as well. So as Sandra mentioned, we are showing pairings as well. I personally had this with a dry rosé, and I can tell you that a glass of dry rosé and just a package of Serrano, you can totally make that a dinner or a snack, not speaking from personal experience. But yeah, definitely a super popular product, very versatile, great on a charcuterie board, but a lot of people use it in a myriad of ways for appetizers, cooking, or like I said, fresh out of the packet. You're going to do it?
I'm going to do it, of course. One thing I like to use this product on is pizza. Yeah. So pepperoni, of course, is a lot of people's go-to, but this really makes the pizza more elevated. It creates just an adjacent experience, but something much better, in our opinion.
So moving on, so those were our salamis. Now we're going to be moving into the whole muscle cut charcuterie. Sandra, you want to tell them about one of our personal favorites? I'm going to wait till you take a big bite.
Of course. Thanks, Randy. Our jamon that we have here at Texas Iberico is dry cured. We aged it for about a year, and this product was cured with our friends at La Quercia. Excellent product, very bold in flavor, but has a lot of the same notes as you would have in a Spanish Iberico experience, but it's not quite the same because, again, we're raised right here in Texas. But this product is doing really, really well for us. The consumer, of course, is very familiar with prosciutto style products, Serrano products, and then jamon Iberico products. And so it's very approachable. And I think it's fantastic.
It's definitely one of our favorites. And a lot of people, when they're interested in quality checking, they definitely start here, and then they're blown away knowing that this is still a 100% pure Iberico product, but raised here, right here in Texas. Again, moving into the these muscle cuts, this is our lomo. This stands on its own. What's really remarkable about this, and if you notice in the image, that it's got this huge layer of fat there, and so it really adds a very creamy bite. It's marinated with prickly pear nectar, so you really get those Texas flavors. But this is a very delicate cut. It melts in your mouth when you eat it, and it's something that has a slight pepperiness to it, not in a spice way, but in a super bright way. Again, a Good Food Award winner in 2021. Excellent with Chardonnay. I have actually paired this with the woolly. It's because it's woolly aged Diablo. But those spices really blend well with the fat structure in this cut. So just to kind of keep. Okay, this is for me.
That's
you guys.
for you. This product, the fat on here, what I find always fascinating is that delicate yet holds up, right? And you're not going to see any of this like breakdown or splitting out or melting in the package. And so I find it like, I don't know if delicate and durable can be used in the same sentence, but I'm going for it. So that's how this product really feels to me. When you bite into it, it's almost two separate experiences when you get the meat portion and then the fat that follows. And it gives a very clean flavor to it. And it definitely is a product that stands alone as well.
And at this one particularly, but with all of our charcuterie line, we recommend serving it at room temperature so that those, as that intermuscular fat can really rise up and make it very smooth and buttery. So we're going to move on to the last product we're going to be featuring today, and that is our copa. You want to tell them a little bit about copa?
I would love to. I can't show you any though because I ate it all, so we don't have any here today.
True story.
But the copa, which is from the collar of the Iberico pig, very, very prized, and another whole muscle cut. This one we do with red wine and chili piquin, very rich in flavor, so distinctly different than the lomo. Of course, different part of the animal, but the marbling in here, the words that come to mind for me with this is like rustic, hearty, but yet again, you get a nice clean finish on this product. The lomo, any of these products can stand on their own. I know that we talk a lot about pairings and using them in recipes, but particularly the copa and the lomo, I've seen many, many people using them standalone as an appetizer on a plate, completely with nothing else. And it's just a few bites of that can really bring an experience forward with this product.
And one thing I will add is, one thing you'll notice here is that really rich, bright color. So if you're looking to diversify the color of your charcuterie board or dishes, it really adds this rich pop of red. Definitely stands out just looking at it, but the flavor is something that is completely unique. A lot of people have never had it, who've never had it before, really ask a lot of questions about it, and it's something that is a big seller. So that's kind of the product line that we wanted to feature with you. Again, we really want to thank Forever Cheese for having us on today. Sandra mentioned that we are a whole pig company. So in addition to charcuterie, we also have a huge fresh cut line, ground pork, bacon. So as you learn more about our company, check out all the rest of our products. But we will hand it back over to the fantastic folks at Forever Cheese. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
Talk really quickly about the old school Spanish Ibericos that we have here.
Yeah, so now we're going to go from Texas, we're going to Spain. We're actually going to go to the south of Spain. The region is Andalusia, Cordoba, and that's the DOP Valle de los Pedroches. That's where the Ibericos are from. They're free range. Again, this is 100% Iberico pigs, and they eat acorns. That means that during the 4 months of their lives that eat acorns, they are free range, eating grass, and that's what usually is called the Montanera season. That's like the 4 months of their lives that they eat acorns. They eat actually a lot of acorns. Can you guess how much kilos a day?
You know, if I knew what a kilo was, I would guess.
Well, in pounds. So more or less like 9 kilos, kind of like, you know.
Okay. I still don't know because I'm an American.
18 pounds, 20
Okay,
pounds
great.
of per day to gain 1 kilo of fat. So here we have a nice representation of our pre-sliced beautiful package. And then it's nitrate free. And then we have the jamon, of course, the ham, that is the more aged. We have the chorizo, the salchichon, and the paleta. The paleta is the shoulder, it's the front shoulder. It's a little, usually less aged and less, a little more bony than the jamon. And we also have one that is missing, that is the lomo, actually. And then we also have it in chops, in nice chops. We have the lomo, the chorizo, the salchichon, so we have a nice variety. And we also have the leg, the boneless jamon, and the boneless paleta. So you can get also for the holidays, if you want to practice your master skills of cutting,
Cortador?
you can get, you can be Mike the cortador, maestro cortador, and get a jamon with bone in and do like a nice carving. I like these on like some red wine, some tapas, some cheese, and you can invite your friends over and have a nice tapas night and be like a Spaniard. Now we need some tempranillo or Rioja.
Well, I can tell you're very passionate about the traditional Ibericos. I wanted to touch on really quickly, in addition to a lot of the full legs of prosciutto, etc., as you may know, we rolled out somewhat recently our retail packaging of the Italian meats. So we do have these come in this beautiful packaging. You can see the design is really nice. We have the salame rustico, we have a prosciutto, as well as a speck. One thing that I have heard a lot of great feedback on these, and also have experienced this myself, you open this package, just the way that the meat peels off, it's a really lovely experience. Just if you've ever had to go out there and make a nice cheese plate, you like to have it just come off in a nice even piece. And of course, just high quality meat to begin with, which we know, is part of how we curate our products to begin with. And of course, over here you can see we've also got our jamon serrano. Again, just another extension of the beautiful cured meats line. So that's it for today. We really wanted to cover what's available in the cured meats line. I know we're called Forever Cheese, but yeah, there's meat too. So
Yes. Let's have a meat fiesta and enjoy some of the best cured meats that you can find.
all right.